Well, for those of you all that I have met before, there are a number here in the audience. I've always wanted to say this. I'm back. Good morning and thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you, Pat. Thank you all for inviting us home to come back into your midst. Let me first say that I'm not here to preach a sermon, but to preach it all. What I'm here for is to simply share with you an experience that has occurred actually for me as a result of being involved in spiritual work for some time, and I also credit Unity for this, being involved in spiritual work and my involvement in a home. It's pronounced, yes, a home, not a ham. I'm amazed that, people down Asheboro way, they say, oh, you belong to that organization that's out on 134, a ham. I say, yeah, that's it. It's okay. It's okay. And what I've gotten over the years, particularly through spiritual work, is something that has made a profound difference in the quality of my life experience. A profound difference. If it were not so, if I had not been involved, I can honestly say I know I wouldn't be here. Probably wouldn't even be in church at all. Because when I first got in the home, on Sunday mornings, church was the last place that I thought about it unless I could go and meet girls. Just telling the truth about it. But I am happy, very happy to be here today. Also, the words that I'm about to share with you are not words for you to try to remember, or for that matter, even intellectually understand them. If you do, great. If you don't, that's perfectly okay. The words are merely to point to an experience. See, what I've come to see is about experiencing our spirituality, our divinity, not just intellectually understanding it. One of the key things that the founder of a home, Abraham, shared with me in the very first meeting was, he asked me, Stan, I want you to share your philosophy or understanding of happiness. And I laid it out, man. I could lay it out. And then after I shared that, he asked me, okay, that's a good philosophy, Stan, but what would you rather have, the philosophy or the experience? It's the experience, isn't it? Because he told me, he said, hey, Stan, a philosophy and 52 cents at that time would buy you a cup of coffee. But you got to have the 52 cents because McDonald's was getting philosophy payment. So it's about the experience. The experience of what? Of stillness, of our true divinity, and living that in our day-to-day life. Today's message, as it says in the bulletin, is about realizing the real purpose of meditation. Yes, meditation has some great benefits. Meditation as a practice, as a method, has some great benefits, but what's the real purpose of meditation? I found that the real purpose of meditation is actually awakening to and abiding in our true nature. It's about realizing what Jesus said. Realize what? The kingdom of God. As the renowned spiritual master Ramana Maharshi shares it, it's about awakening to the heart, the self, capital S. Eckhart Tolle calls it inner space, or awakening to who we really are, which is, by the way, is not the body, not the mind, but there is something that is living and breathing us when, right now. What is that? That's the purpose of meditation, is to realize that. and to live from that in our day-to-day life. Now we might ask, as Jesus said, the kingdom of God is within. Well, are we ready? Are we ready to locate this kingdom within? Are we really ready to locate it and live from it once and for all? Or are we into continually seeking it? What would you rather do? Would you rather find or would you rather seek? Find. It's about finding it. Finding it. But you see, sometimes, I know I did, we can get so caught up in seeking it, doing all these different things to find it, but we find that, hey, I'm fascinated with the seeking. But you see, we got to get beyond that. I'm just going to lay it out as my experience. I'm not here to say that what anyone is doing or not doing is inappropriate or wrong. All I can share with you is my experience. And I had to come to that for myself to say, hey, Stan, where are you caught up in seeking, man? As Rama used to say, it's called seeking more and different and better. In order to be what? In order to be happy. In order to be at peace. And then when you get to the point where more different and better isn't enough, well, let's do more different. Let's go around to more better. I know what different better. Do you see it? Just keep going and going and going. So are we ready to stop and really locate that place within where we don't need anything added to us, anything taken away? It's the feeling I am complete, whole, total, just as I am. Actually, it's no longer even any need to meditate. You ever think about that? Get to a place where, hey, I don't need to meditate anymore as a practice. I am living meditation. We have a program at home called Living Meditation. Living it. Isn't that where we really want to be, is living it? Not just continually practicing it, but I don't want to take away from practicing it because we do have to practice. We do have to practice it. Jesus also, again, made it clear that this kingdom, again, is within. But let's take a look at this. What do we have to do to reach this place within? Doesn't it involve directing our attention? We must direct our attention inward. Correct? Yes. Now, probably all of us here in this room know that real spiritual work involves, to a great degree, being able to direct our attention inward. Inward. And hold it there until we're abiding in the stillness and silence, inner stillness, inner silence, continually, without effort. Therefore, it is important to realize that we do have a choice with regard to our attention, where we direct it, that is. See, with control of attention comes definite control over our life, at least our experience of life. Because you see, have you ever found that sometimes, no matter what you do, what's happening is what's happening, it's going to happen? You know, and I saw a movie one time, and Tommy Lee Jones was in it. I'm not going to tell you the name because it's a pretty rough movie. But he said something. He said something that actually stopped me. He said, you can't stop what's coming. Sometimes you can't stop what's coming. But with control of attention, though, we can be in a place, we can abide in a place where we're not at the effect of what's happening around us, or even to us. Don't we think that Jesus was living from that place? Do you think that Jesus was living at the effect? No. If Jesus had been living at the effect, Jesus certainly couldn't have done what he did. Could he? No. So, again, with control of attention, we're able to then live from a place where we're at peace, just as we are. And also, we can, to some degree then, maybe manipulate it a little bit and fulfill some desires. But you see, also, we got to get it that if we want lasting, at least I did, if I want lasting, ongoing peace, then I can't be at the effect or dependent on fulfilling my desires to get that. Because as a famous spiritual guy once said, anybody know the song? You can't always what?
Get what you want.
Who said that? Baba Mick Jagger. Well, let's face it, if Baba Mick couldn't get it, we're in trouble. You can't always get what you want. But even though we can't always get what we want, we can be in a place where, hey, I'm at peace, I'm satisfied, I'm filled up, just as I am. And so what is the key? What is the key to finding and living from this kingdom within? This place of pure peace, stillness, completion, as we call it in the heart. Well, it's meditation. Right or real meditation. Now, what do I mean by right or real meditation? Right or real meditation as a method is a method or practice of meditation which we are dedicated to. First of all, we must be dedicated to it. In other words, it's not happening, oh, well, I'll get around to it. You know what I mean? I'll do 5 minutes of meditation when I get a chance. That's not meditation as I discovered. It's one that we're dedicated to, and we're dedicated to living from, and also it's one that allows us to direct attention into this place within and to begin to live from it as it. That's when we discover for ourselves that meditation is not something that we're to do. Meditation is what I am. It's my natural state of being. Would you say that that's a pretty good place to be? Would we say that that's where we all would like to be coming from? Nod your head like this, it'll make it next week. Okay. It's also living from real meditation. You see, we can understand that this is important what we're talking about, but we don't have to take it so serious. We can be in the joy, the natural joy that we are. Meditation, true meditation allows us to awaken to who we really are, which is what? Pure awareness. Actually, no thing. Nothingness. But this no thingness is not a void. It's a fullness of being. It's what Eckhart Tolle calls inner space. This kingdom, where you are already complete. Nothing needs to be added. Fullness right now. Feel these words. I invite you to feel these words as I'm speaking them. Not in the head. Feel who you are, who you really are right now. Jesus said it. What did he say? He said, the door. What's the doorway into this kingdom? Jesus said, I am the way. Do we think that Jesus was talking about him as a body? Or him as a person? No, Jesus was saying that the I am that we all are is the doorway. That I am that flows through Jesus is the same I am that flows through all of us. Isn't it amazing? We all have the same name, I am. That should tell us something right there, shouldn't it? I am. We can live Moses' realization, which is, what was Moses' realization on Mount Sinai? As Ramana Maharshi says, these words are the most important words, not only in the Bible, but he says these words that I'm about to say sums up the essence of all religious scriptures all over the world. I am that I am. I am is my name. It has always been my name, and it shall be my name unto who? Unto all generations of mankind. So therefore the name of God is what? I am. I am. So let's tune into this right now for ourselves. Again, feeling this I am. Close your eyes and just feel your own essence. I am. Not I am this, not I am that, just pure I am. If any thoughts come up that seem to distract your attention, just simply ask who's thinking these thoughts, who's aware of these thoughts. And that question brings us back to who we really are, which is I am. I am. Feel yourself. As our dear friend Pat mentioned, she realizes that everything emanates from me, from this I am, that I am. Everything. We are, I am the source and cause of my experience. I am the source and cause of my happiness. Feel I am. Stillness. Sit in the stillness and silence of your own being. Sit in I am. Be still and know that I am God. Once again, while remaining here in this stillness, in this pure I amness, let's be here present with eyes open and see for ourselves. You can be in this idea. It's possible to be here in pure I amness awareness, even with eyes open. As a matter of fact, when we're here in I am, in this pure awareness, with eyes open and being with whatever or whomever we're being with, that is really the only time that we're really truly present. Otherwise, we're in our thoughts. And my thoughts about you are not you. My thoughts about you are what? Just thoughts about you. I am. This afternoon, from 1 to 3, we'll go into a deeper experience of this and share with you an introduction into self-inquiry, which is the process, the primary spiritual process that Aham shares, and which is a direct way to awaken to and abide in who you truly are, the pure awareness, and live from that in your day-to-day life. But in closing, I'd like to share with you a poem that was shared with me by person who attended, actually, Unity in Greensboro, when Unity was located, what's the location out by the airport? Burgess, out on Burgess Mill Road. Because when I gave a talk there, a lady came up to me and gave me this poem, and I thought it was so fitting. I'd like to just share it with you. It goes, the title of the poem is I Am. I was regretting the past and fearing the future. Suddenly my Lord was speaking. My Lord said, my name is I Am. My Lord paused and I waited. My Lord continued, when you live in the past with its mistakes and regrets, it is hard. I am not there. My name is not I was. When you live in the future with its problems and fears, it is hard. I am not there. My name is not I will be. When you live in this moment, in this present, in this instant, it is not hard. I am here. My name is I am. Can we feel that? I am is not in the past, nor in the future. I am is only when. Now. Thank you.